Hey guys, Frank here. Thanks for tuning in. Just kind of hanging out in the back of my yard today and thought it'd be a good day to do a video about a Dudie discussion. So this is a Dudie discussion that I've wanted to do for a long time, and I haven't really kept up with the Dudie discussions. I did that one about owning land in Pennsylvania, but this is going to be Dudie discussion 002. It's going to be called Test a Man's Character. So I'm big on quotes. There's some quotes that have kind of stuck in my mind my whole life. Really, really powerful quotes. Some are from people who are famous, and some are things that I've learned or someone close to me has taught me. And one of the quotes that I've heard my entire life, it's one of my most famous, or one of the most famous quotes you may ever hear, and it's a quote that really means something to me. Is a quote by Abraham Lincoln. And this is very, very close to verbatim what the quote says. It says, "Nearly all men can withstand adversity, but if you really want to test a man's character, give him power." And I can just say, now that I'm a little bit older and I've interacted with a lot of people in different ways and different roles and kind of seen things and met people and stuff like that, I can say that is so true. If you really do want to test somebody's character and find out who they are, give them power. And to add to that quote, I think I can say power comes in many, many forms. Power comes in physical strength. Power comes in mental strength. Just knowing something from experience that someone else wouldn't know who's new in a role or something like that. It can come in a political form. It can come in a monetary form. There's so many ways that power rolls into things. I mean, it's just crazy, how it affects certain people. It gets, in one way or another, their motivations change. And one of the things that I really try to do, I'm not wealthy, I'm not famous, I'm not, one of these people who really necessarily has a lot of, power in the way that I'm defining it. But if I ever get in a situation where I am, I would really, really try to keep myself in check and not let it overtake who I am and change my motivations in life. It's so easy, I think, that we as men to feel that way, to become something that we don't want to be because we have power. Even it's something you don't even realize it sometimes. If you're at work and there's someone, for example, who just starts, you have power over that person in one way or another because of the experience you have at your job. And situations like that have come up multiple ways, and I just think that quote is such a true quote. So again, it's Abraham Lincoln once said, "Nearly all men can withstand adversity, but if you really want to test the character of a man, give him power." Man, is that true. I got so much respect for that statement. And again, I just feel that power comes in many forms. Physical, mental, politically, financially, so many other ways too. So I would encourage y'all to, take that as food for thought and think about it and tell me what you think. Has there ever been a situation in your life where you thought about that quote and took it to heart? Just the kind of thing for me that I strive to try my best to not let power influence me one way or another. And it is the kind of thing too where all of us have power. All of us do, one way or another. So I just think that's really an interesting quote. This isn't a very long Dudie discussion, but it's one that I've wanted to do for a while just because I think one point or another it affects all of us, whether we realize it or not. So some food for thought. Think about it, guys. Tell me what you think. All right, thanks.